Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're two sisters Southern cooking. Do y'all remember back in the day when Sunmaid made raisin bread with icing on it? They still make it.
It was good, but they don't have the icing on it no more.
Yeah, they don't have it. So today we're going to do an inspired recipe with Sunmaid, and we're going to put icing on it so you can make your own. And this is going to be made in the bread machine.
So we are just doing the dough cycle in the bread machine, and then we're going to form our own loaf and bake it in the oven. You can do this totally in your bread machine and bake it there if you want. That's your choice, but we're not going to do that. We're using the dough cycle.
Also, we are going to have two steps to this. This is the first step, and then during the process, we're also going to be adding raisins in about 20 minutes into our cycle. So, because it actually mixes for a total of like 25 minutes, I think it is. And then the rest of the time it proofs and rises. So
it's an hour and a half dough cycle. So, all right, I'm putting the water in, and I'm putting them in exactly in sequence of how the recipe goes. So water, then butter, then flour.
This is all-purpose flour, and we use white lily.
Yes.
We've tried other flours, and none of them beats white lily. So
sugar. Salt, cinnamon, and yeast. This is ready now to go into the bread machine, and we will show you our next step when it comes time for it to be done out of the machine. Like she said, at about the 20-minute mark, we're going to go put these raisins in that I've got right here. 3/4 of a cup of raisins into it. So we will see you in a minute.
Hey y'all, so we are at our timer for putting in the raisins. You want to do this so you can get the raisins almost into the dough. Now if you are doing this with your stand mixer, you are going to do this during the kneading process when you are doing your mixing in your mixer bowl. So we're going to close this up and let this continue to proof. And here we go.
So our raisin bran has finished in the bread machine. So the dough is ready. We are going to roll it out here and form it into a loaf, and I'm putting it in a loaf pan to put it in the oven. It will have to proof one more time once it's in the loaf pan for, I'd say, a half hour to an hour for it to proof one more time. Just rolling it up into a log. I'm gonna roll it out, and then I'll roll it back up into a log and put it in my loaf pan to proof one more time. Then we will bake it. All right. This is a greased loaf pan. We will show you what it looks like when it's done proofing one more time. Then we'll put it in the oven, and then we'll show you what it looks like after it's done. So we'll see you shortly. This is our bread. It is raisin. This is the raisin bread. that we are making. It has risen up really nicely. I'm fixing to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes, and we will show you. We're going to make a glaze to put on top of it. So we will show you that when it comes out of the oven. We'll see you.
Hey y'all, it's Debbie. So it's time to go ahead and start making our glaze for our raisin bread. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, so the raisin bread that we had years ago by, I think it was called Sunmaid. I think it might have been a branch off of Sunbeam, but I'm not real sure. It was a thick glaze that was on top of it. So these are a 1/3 cup, so I'm just going to get 3 of these. I'm going to put in 1 cupful, so 3/3 is a cup. So, and I'm actually going to smooth it out and knock down all the little lumps here. All right, so I have 5 tablespoons of milk here. You can use water if you wish. I may have to add more. Powdered sugar to this. You want to get rid of the lumps, just press your glaze up against the sides of your bowl, and that will help to smash them down. And I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You can use a whisk also if you choose, but I know that this may get a little thick, so and I'll let you know how much total I have of the powdered sugar. So I went ahead and added another cup of powdered sugar into it and mixed it up. I let it sit for 5 minutes. It was thickening up, but it still wasn't to the thickened consistency that I wanted, because I wanted to remake what we had when we were kids. So I'm just making sure we don't have any extra sugar malingering on there. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna let this harden before we cut it. All right, y'all. We'll cut this in a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and slice it up, and then we'll serve it up for dinner. It's going to be so good. Glaze is set, and I'm going to go ahead and just start cutting our bread here. It's going to be hard for me to find a place to touch it without actually causing issues here. So. Try to hold on to it so it doesn't cause a big hot mess. Move it about here. turn it towards me so I can see what I'm doing here. Remember, have a sawing motion back and forth in order to get your bread cut without any issues. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's some pretty bread, y'all. I'm gonna be covered in icing here. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this, sis. Looks good. Remember what I told you, sawing motion back and forth is always the best way to cut your bread. Gonna be so good, y'all. That's like a dessert in itself. This would be perfect with some warm butter and a cup of coffee or a hot tea. Ooh, that's pretty. I know Mama had requested that we make this because she said they don't make them like this anymore, and she wanted us to make some, so that's what we did. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off screen, and we will show you what it looks like in the video, and we will see you in our next video, and you have a blessed day, everyone. God bless. I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.